welcome to lesson 8.5 on the surface areas of pyramids and cones. So remember that we grouped those together because they come to a point. So here's the words you need to know. If we look at this picture right here of our pyramid, we have the height, which is the distance from the point up top to the center of the base. It comes straight down to the center of the base. It's not on any of the edges. And that's the height of the whole figure. We also have the slant height though, and the slant height are the heights of one of the lateral faces. And those are also going to come down into the middle of the lateral face. Okay, remember that for a pyramid, all these shapes will be triangles. The base can be a different shape. So here's what we need to know. To find the lateral area of a pyramid, you need to know the number of lateral faces times half of the base times the length. 1/2 base times length. This is how you find the area of a triangle, right? And since all of the lateral faces are triangles, that's why this formula is in here. So it's the area of one lateral face, which is 1/2 the base times the length, times and this length really represents the height, so base times height, just like you know how to find the area of a triangle. And then we multiply that times the number of lateral faces there are. Once you know the LA, you need to add it to the area of the one base. With prisms, there was 2 bases, which is why it was 2b. With a cone or a pyramid, there's only 1 base, so it'll just be plus b. All right, to find the lateral area of a cone, it's a little bit different because it doesn't have multiple lateral faces. It only has 1. So for this one, you find half of pi times d, which pi, that is the circumference, so the area around the base, times the length, which is the height of going down the cone. Not right through the middle, but along the edge. Okay? So, in other words, this whole formula simplifies to pi times the radius times the length. And that's because 1/2 times d is the radius. So we can just simplify it right there for you. Both formulas are correct, but that one's a little bit easier to remember. And then to find the surface area, it's as simple as adding the lateral area plus the area of the one base, which will be a circle, so you'll use pi r squared. Let's do our examples together, and then you can practice them. So first we have the LA pyramid one. So remember, this is going to be the number of lateral faces times 1/2 the base times the length plus the area of the base. So the number of bases of sides is going to be the same as the number of sides that the base has. So since the base is a quadrilateral and has 4, that is what this number is going to be. So it's 4 times 1/2 the little base, which is this right here of this triangle. So we have 7 times the slant height. Okay, and our slant height is right here, it's pointing to. So that's going to be our 8. So we have 7 times 8 plus the area of the base. And the area of the base is 7 times 7. So that's going to be 49. Okay, so here I'm going to cut the 8 in half. So, I mean, I could multiply them all straight across, or I can change the order because of the commutative property of multiplication. So 1/2 times 8 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 times 4 is 112. So now I have 112 plus 49, which is 161 centimeters squared. Okay, for the last one, I'm going to do it up here so that way it's easier to see because I was running out of room down there. So I have my formula, which is pi times the radius times the slant height plus the base. So my radius, if my diameter is 14, then my radius is going to be 7. So I have pi times 7 times the slant height, which is 30, plus pi r squared. Okay, so this number is also going to be 7. I might as well just plug it in there. So now I can do pi times 7 times 30, which equals 659.73 plus 49 times pi, which is 153.94. And now I just need to add those two numbers together, which gives me 813.67 meters squared. Okay, so it's basically just plugging in the numbers for the formula. I know it's a little confusing with the formulas. Practice is the only way you're going to get it, so that's what we're going to do next. Go ahead and get to work.